That have helped me over the years in the company. So what we like to do is call up some of those people and introduce them to you so that you know who they are going forth into the future. And Rhonda gave them special little names, right? Okay, so this is Legacy Sapphire employees, and I'd like to bring them up here if they are here. I know Jeff's here, Jeff King.
Jeff King.
And Marcus, I know Marcus is here. And did Lance ever make it? No Lance. All right, well there's also a fourth of this ragtag team. His name is Kevin Miller, and I knew he wasn't coming, but they have special skills. These people have been with me for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's, every day together, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 20 years. We've seen each other, we've been in each other's lives. We've worked out, through problems and stuff like that. I don't know where the words could come from that could express to you guys how much I appreciate what you guys have contributed to the world that I live in. And I really wanted to thank you and recognize, what you've contributed, and let everybody else know that I got these guys behind me and they got my back.
I'd like to recognize some of the current employees. I don't know if they're all here tonight. And the following people come up to the front. Daphne Moser, Jacob Morales, Monty, I saw you a minute ago. Daphne's been with us 5 years. She started as a project coordinator in 2017, moved to assistant office manager, and then really decided she missed working with her hands. So she said, I'll try anything. We trained her to do camera repair. We trained her to do scanning, and she's one of our main scanning techs right now. And I really believe that we are so lucky to have Daphne on the team because she really can do anything. So Daphne, thank you for 5 years of service. Jacob's been with us for 3 years. Come over here, Jacob. We needed help in the lab. The lab got very busy. So we haven't had anybody new in 20 years because we had Jeff and Marcus. So Jacob started 3 years ago as a film loader. He preps all the film. He packages film, and we're very, very lucky and grateful to have him on our team. So thank you for your 3 years of service, Jacob, and I hope in another 15 years you'll be here, or 17 years you'll be getting the 20-year award. Our business changed dramatically during COVID. We lost a few people and we hired a few people, and a couple of them are here with us tonight. I'd like to welcome Monty Avalos, project coordinator. He's only been with us 7 months. Thank you, guys. Okay, here's the part where I might cry. I'd like to recognize our Heritage alumni employees. Scott Sawyer, please come to the stage. Oh. Did Chris make it? She said she was coming. Is Chris Hatton here? Chris! Come to the stage! John Tasker, did he make it? Come over here, you guys. Come on in.
Chris.
Scott worked for us for 8 years. They both started in 2006 and they both left in 2014. They were like brother and sister. Honestly, they were. Sometimes they fought like brother and sister, but that was okay. I spent more time with you than I did with my own kids during those years who were away at college. And Scott, I'd like to start with you. Over the years, many a client told me you were the nicest person they ever met. And I agree with them 100%.
Me too.
I'm not sure how you got your own personal credit in the 2011 Super 8 movie with J.J. Abrams, but there it was in the credits. Special thanks to Scott Sawyer and to Pro8mm. So I know you worked really hard on the Super 8 movie. But it was a proud moment. And as you look around the room at the swag and you see a camera that's on much of the swag here, Scott designed that. It started out just to be for fun on a t-shirt. And it grew, and I'm glad he never made me give him a royalty. But you know, it's never too late. So Scott, you and your family, your beautiful Jessica and your daughters will always hold a special place in my heart. And I'm so glad you are here tonight to celebrate this milestone. Chrissy. I used to call her Chrissy Poo. Senior Project Coordinator 2006 to 2014. We always loved the artsy side you brought to the team, how you expertly coordinated the One World Film Festivals, boot camps, worked the trade shows, the do-a-shots with Pro8mm, the events at City Gear and at your alma mater, the Art Center. You were certainly loved by all our students who came in to buy film. You had incredible patience with them, which I did not. And I'm not surprised you decided to pursue a career in teaching film education because that was your passion. You'll always hold a very special place in my heart. I'll never forget how you used to cut up the Pro8mm logo t-shirts and put your own artistic spin on them. And I even saw you made a cameo in the latest Sprocket movie. So you will also always hold a special place in my heart. 8 years, you guys, we worked with these people. Now we'll go back and do that other one.
All right, so as you know, it's also my birthday today. Turning 65. And at 65, I guess most people think about that awful thing called retirement. And as you get close to that age, it starts to preoccupy some of your time. And particularly as it relates to something like this project of Pro8mm, which has been my life for such a long time, you start thinking, well, how is this ever gonna go on past when I can't take it there? So about 10 years or so ago, my daughter was working at a job and she was looking for something else to do, and I said, you know, I've got this very good business. If you'd like to learn something about it, you know, maybe someday you could take it over. So that wound up with a bunch of conversation, and we did some things together. We did a boot camp together while she still lived on the East Coast. And through a year's process of trying to do things East Coast, West Coast, with her helping me from the East Coast, she finally agreed to come and move to the West Coast. But she said, I have one request, and that is I'd like to take my boyfriend with me. So I'm like, okay, I wanted one, I'll take two. So the two of them began working at the company now 11 years. And they've learned all aspects of the company and are really at the point now where they're ready to pretty much run everything. I'm not retiring. I still love this more than I should. So I don't think I can quite leave it yet, but I do need that youth that that has the stamina to take care of all the things that have to get done in a business. It's grown considerably in the last few years since they've been here, into a much bigger company than one guy can handle. And so Rhonda gave them this special Legacy Diamond Employee / Business Partner Award. So I'd like to bring up my daughter Jacqueline and her husband now, Mike. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I can go play with your kids. We're very lucky that some of our other alumni employees are here tonight. So when I call your name, please come up to the stage. Even if you don't want to, come up. Dan Frazier, Kelly Sorensen, Jamie Goff, Kelsey Goff. Come on up here, you guys.
You're the only one who made it up here? Wait a minute, that's not right. Where are the rest of them? All right, there comes. There you go. You made it. You girls hiding in the back row? Okay. Okay. Oh. Got it. Thanks. So, from my very beginnings, Dan was one of my first employees out here on the West
Come
Coast.
up here, Dan.
He's over here.
Girl came in all the way from New Mexico.
That's right.
Right.
With us tonight.
And really helped me, establish the business on the West Coast. Helped me build. We had just bought that building. It was a big empty space, and Dan is really, was my kind of right hand at that time in my growth, because it was basically me, Dan, and who else do we have there? We had a couple of people. Doug, Kurt. And actually, we have Tammy here somewhere.
Is Tammy here?
One of our
She's here.
employees
Tammy,
here.
get
Should
your
I
butt up
get you
here.
up here, Tammy?
Tammy,
you're
our
shy,
very
but-
first administrative assistant.
We might find Tammy. You take off? All right. When Dan came by the other day, he said to me, he says, I'm going to go over and see Tammy. I said, you know Tammy? He's like, yeah, she works at a company up the street. I said, oh my God, invite her. Tammy was our first receptionist on the West Coast.
Wow. Just like to thank the other people that came up here tonight. Kelly Sorensen. Kelly was a family friend, went to high school with my kids. And when she wanted to try her hand in the film business, we're like, why not? She added a lot of energy to the company. I used to call her my queen of rushes because she was always able to figure out which client really needed their stuff the next day. Always had a huge personality at Cine Gear, at the boot camps, the do-a-shots. She even did a little commercial, which I think is going to pop up at some point. So Kelly, thank you for being here tonight.
And I've also roped in most of my family into my company at one time or another. So I got two of my nieces who, one decided after she got out of college, she needed to spread her wings and try something. And I said, well, why don't you come to the West Coast and check it out. So Jamie came out for about 8 or 9 months and worked in the office. And the year before or the year after, Kelsey? The year before, her sister came out for summer and helped me clean out the office, filing and accounting systems. I didn't drag my daughters up here, my other daughters, but they've spent a fair amount of their summers and in between college years coming and helping me at the company, and I just want to thank them as well.
always people who aren't direct employees that have a huge impact on what you do and how you do it. So I'd like to call the following people to the stage. David Dibble, Matthew McGee, Noella Vigent, Sean Biello, Maurice Domino, Beverly Christershik, and Angie Goldman.
Yes.
Guess I'll start with Dave. Phil and I are going to take some turns. Dave, you've been a client of ours for a while. We met you through Chris when she worked for us. You've been an outstanding contributor, client, and filmmaker. You edited all the media that you see playing here tonight. And your legacy is an incredible talent, not only as a Super 8 filmmaker, but when COVID hit and we knew we had to bring more stuff online, I wanted a mascot similar to the Geico Gecko, and you came up with Sprocket. And you see the little figure on many of the things here tonight, and that was the culmination of Dave and Matt McGee, the puppet maker, who shot Sprocket on a green screen. So David, I can't thank you enough, and Matt, thank you for being tag teaming, and all the other people who are here tonight, just raise your hands, hard to bring Sprocket to life, so thank you.
I guess one of the great things about running your own company is you get to pick who you want to be with and you want to do things with. And one of the greatest pleasures that I've had is to work with my sister Noella. Want to come over, sweetie? Noella is an outstanding photographer. She's been doing photographic projects for me since Cambridge, and I think she did the cover of our little magazine that Rhonda and I published back when we started out in Cambridge, Massachusetts, through countless pictures of products and endless nights meticulating over the stuff that goes on the website and stuff like that. It's just been a great pleasure to have you be part of my work life as much as my home life, and you're a wonderful sister. Thank you.
Okay, Sean, get up here. You know, at some point, we were in the middle of transitioning our website, our web store actually. I won't bore you with that, but I needed somebody, and Kelly, who worked for us at the time, said, you know, I have this friend Sean Biello, he goes to school with us, you know, Brittany, our other daughter, knows him. So we hired you to do our first headshots, to update our website, and I got this crazy idea. I wanted to have my own brand called Home Movie Legacy. So he put together my website, and I've always admired your work and your support. You even have a Rhonda cam, right? Yes, you do.
I've got a roll that's ready to go.
All right, well, drop it off on Monday. Thanks for coming and celebrating with us tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm going to try not to cry. Maurice Domino, get your butt up here.
Okay.
So, the only reason that I'm able to speak tonight here and not sound like a total idiot is because I hired Maurice to be my public speaking coach.
You're doing a great job.
Maurice told me, always speak from your heart. And I don't think you know how much it impacted my career.
Really?
Because of Maurice, I was able to write a book, get on many stages to talk about it, speak at some huge trade shows, you know, just make public speaking part of my life. Now, this is the first time I've been in front of a microphone in 2.5 years, so I just can't say enough. And Maurice and his partner Heidi have come to every event we've ever had. They even drove all the way to Paso Robles to harvest grapes with us last year.
Yeah. You gotta do it.
You gotta do it. So, Maurice, you've made a huge impact in my life, and Phil's life too.
I'm honored.
And thank you for coming here tonight with your beautiful Heidi to share this night with us.